So our next one we're going to do is a crab. So a crab is symmetrical, which means that everything on one side is replicated or repeated on the other side, sort of like when you do a mirror image, okay? So we're going to start with this line here at the top. Now this one I am actually going to do as a pencil line. So it's a small, make sure mine's small enough, small curved line like that, okay? And then you come back and you add the little kind of eyes at the top. So I make my line, you want to make this line sort of shaky because it's the crustaceans of the crab. It's sort of a rough edge to it. Then where we have the two armpits, so it's a very low hill. You see, it's not too big a curve, it's quite low. Where the two claws come out, you just do a little curve in like that, like you're making a sleeve, okay? Then when it comes down, it's actually coming down in sort of a V shape. So again, with your pencil, you can just kind of mark a line. See the center there? You can use a ruler if you want. But I'm doing that center line so I know that I want my crab to end here. So see the center, this is going to come into the middle here. So I'm going to go around one line. More like a shield, like if you're doing like, you know, the Harry Potter shields. Similar to that bit squatter. Now, each part of their arms and their legs are like little cone, little column shapes, little round shapes. So when you do your first one, right, when you end it, you curve it like that, see? And then it has a long one and then a short one kind of at his elbow joint. And then this one is like a big gauntlet. So this comes up, curve around and back in like that. And then his little pincer at the top. Okay, so let's do that again. Your first part is a long little tube and curves there. See the curved line, and then has a little one for his joint. So that gets a little bit wider because you're kind of moving around. And then this big gauntlet. So big, goes out at the top and then comes back in. Now they don't have to be exactly the same, but if you have one on one part, you're going to do it on the other. Then little pincers at the top. So now the bottom, they have 8 legs and it tends to be like 4 and 4. And it's very similar on this side. So to make sure we fit them all in, I recommend you start in the middle. And again, they normally have like 4 parts. So see how there's 4 little parts? And they're the same idea, those little columns. And if you see here how you start small, so see how it starts small and it goes out a little bit? And then it points at the end. So let's do that again. So I do 1 and 1 on either side. So you've got your first long one, and then it starts smaller, and then it comes out a little bit, and then your pincer at the end. Then we do another one over this side. And then your pincer. And all the legs don't have to be the same length. You just want to make them approximately the same. You don't want one that's really, really long and one that's really short. Otherwise, the poor crab would probably find it hard to walk. Now, then, keep going here. Yeah, so he has his 4 legs. Now, sometimes you can make these ones, I sprayed them out a little bit. These ones, I made them shorter. And then you rub out all your marks.